Greetings, congregation YouTube, it's John the Preacher. Welcome. Normally I like to kick things off by talking about current events, both here and abroad, that the lamestream media is lying to you about. This time we don't have time for that. Something important's come up. I haven't shared it with anyone else, I'm only sharing it. We're here with you now. I've recently had a near-death experience. I was hiking around the mountains at the compound, looking for a place where we could pitch our cricket field so the members could play. And I lost track of where I was. My compass was going haywire because of the coming pole shift. And even my internal compass, which is normally impeccable, failed me. The magnetic field is weakening and I didn't know where I was. Turns out I hadn't brought the right items with me. Some of the items I brought were not necessary for survival. I didn't bring the right moisturizers or essential oils or the right conditioners, and I was not ready for the mountain lions or the giant spiders or the Colombian venomous tree frogs. 20 minutes into my doomed hike, my almonds were gone. 12 hours in, I had eaten my fruit roll-up, and even though I knew I had to ration it, by morning my water bottle was empty. My skin dried up, there was no air conditioning, and within 32 hours I had succumbed to the elements. I was floating above my body, I could see my body below, and everything just went to blackness, a total void, nothingness. No likes, no subscribers, no one hitting the bell to be notified. I was totally alone. It was immaculate desolation, like Louis Armstrong said when he was landing on the moon. And then all of a sudden I saw this little light. It was a little bright light. It started getting brighter and brighter and coming for me, and then all of a sudden the light grew and grew, and it enveloped me, and it was inside of me, and I could feel the most beautiful warmth and acceptance I had ever felt before. It was 100 times more illuminating than any of the enlightenment that I experience on a daily basis in my yoga and Reiki practices. And then I went into the vortex, and then on the other side of the vortex, I had my life review. And all that went very well, it was great. Turns out I should have been a little more prepared for the hike. I guess that's the lesson I took away from that. And who was there to greet me on the other side? None other than Galaxodus. Galaxodus was there in the form that he said knew would comfort me most. My own galactic future 9-dimensional enlightened self. I was there to greet myself in the form of Galaxodus as John the Preacher. And I wanted to stay there because it was so beautiful and I felt so much love. But Galaxodus told me I had to go back. He said he had to send me back because I was the most enlightened one at the compound, and I had to show the rest of the light workers the way. And I had to come back for you, the 69 beautiful glistening souls who are showing everybody else who are walling around in the ignorant darkness the way forward. I'm speaking, of course, of my subscribers here on YouTube and the rest of you congregation YouTube. Galaxodus sent me back to let you know that we need to be prepared for the events of March the 12th. They're going to be terrifying. It's not going to be pleasant, but he wants us to know that as we move from the 3D to 4D to 5D Earth, we are going to be experiencing ascension symptoms such as high blood pressure, panic attacks, high cholesterol, low hormones, migraines, or diabetes. And that's why you need to make sure that you stay close to the message here at John the Preacher, and you like, you subscribe, and you share. Because we got to make sure that with these ascension symptoms, you keep your aura cleansed.